of applause for the band Seven, who appeared here earlier today. Well, Seven Springs, I'm the Big Moose. I've been playing polkas on the radio for over 50 years on a radio station in Du Bois, Pennsylvania, Bigfoot Country, in the home of the Bigfoot Country Polka Party with yours truly, the Big Moose. You can tune it in on regular radio at 102.1, or of course with the streaming nowadays. If you've got internet, you can hear us anywhere on the planet. So tune us in. We're live every Sunday morning from 9 until noon with the happiest show on the radio. It is my distinct honor, pleasure. I remember seeing this young man at the age of 3 and a violin going to town, and you just knew there was going to be big things. He's had an illustrious career, not only in the polka world, but in the country music world. Just wrapping up with Ellen Jackson's band. And now he's going to be with Zach Top. And a whole host of musicians. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, little Ryan Joseph, he's not little anymore, Ryan Joseph and All Access.
How y'all doing? Put your hands in the air now. Go play me some mountain music like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. Then I'll float on down the river to a Cajun hideaway. Moje góry, hej lasy moje lasy, hej dziewczyna podziały, hej nasze dawne czasy, hej górami jak się górał, hej spódka mózgi tater, hej dziewczynie wykołką, hej wykołem sobiakiem, play me some mountain music. Like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. Float on down the river to the Cajun hideaway. Moje góry, hej lasy moje lasy, hej dziewczyna podziały, hej nasze dawne czasy, hej górą jeszcze górą, hej spódka mózgi tater, hej dziewczynie wykołką, hej wykołem sobiaty, play some backwards, come on music that comes from the heart. Play something about the feeling, 'cause that's where music has to start. Everybody sing now. Play me some mountain music like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. Oh, I'm going on down the river to a Cajun hideaway. Hey, hey. music. Play me some mountain music. Play me some mountain music. Play, yeah, yeah. Thank y'all so much. Y'all ready to have a good time this evening? Welcome to Seven Springs. It's an honor to be back with y'all. I said I'm more nervous to play in front of y'all than I was to play in front of 80,000 people a couple weeks, or about a week ago, I guess. But you make me feel at home too, so I appreciate you. We're really gonna do a new thing this evening, and we're going to really try to bridge country and polka music like has never been done before. And one of the best polka writers in history is a man named Buck Owens. Have you ever heard of him before?
Oh yeah. Yeah, baby.
How about Eddie Blazonczyk? Have you heard of him before?
Oh yeah.
Give the Blazonczyk family a round of applause. He still is my polka hero. He really is. Woke up this morning, happy as could be. Looked out my window, what did I see? Coming up the sidewalk, just as plain as day. Well, here comes trouble, and I never thought I'd do it away. Hello, trouble, come on in. You talk about heartaches, well, where you been? Ain't had the business since you've been gone. Hello, trouble, welcome home. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Sand. We'll make a pot of coffee. You can rest your shoe. You tell me them sweet lies, and I'll listen to you. Ain't had no misery since you've been gone, but I'd rather have a little bit of trouble than to never know your love again. Well, hello, trouble, come on in. Yeah, you talk about heartache, well, where you been? Ain't had no misery since you've been gone. Well, trouble, welcome home. One more time, Jimmy. Now this is how Eddie B would have done it. Hello, trouble, come on in. We talk about heartache, well, where you been? Ain't had the misery since you've been gone. Well, trouble. Thank you so much. How many Eddie B fans do we have in the crowd? I'll tell you what, this has been and was the greatest way to grow up in my life. You know, is polka music really formed who I am, and it's really great to be back, and I'm honored to share the stage with such great musicians we'll introduce you to throughout the evening. This is another great Eddie B song that was written by Buck Owens and that California country movement. Oh, the sun's gonna shine in my life once more. Love's gonna live here again. Things are gonna be the way they were before. Love's gonna live here again. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live there. Love's gonna live here again. No more loneliness, only happiness. Love's gonna live here again. Let's hear it for the trumpet. Bells are ringing, I hear birds are singing. Love's gonna live here again. I hear bees are humming and I know these days are coming. Love's gonna live here again. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here again. No more loneliness, only happiness. Love's gonna live here again. Let's hear that guitar. Here, thank you. All right. This might be the most consistent thing I say this evening, but how about it one more time for the Blazonczyk family? 51 years of the Polka Fireworks Festival, and we have one of the esteemed Blazonczyks here on stage, Mr. Junior Blazonczyk. Give him a round of applause. He is the one that originally called me and asked me to do something like this, and so it's all your fault, Junior. But because of him, I called a bunch of people I love to be on this stage, and he's definitely one of the most important up here. So we're going to feature him on vocals, and he's going to tell you what he's going to do, because I forget.
Well, to country fans, we would say "Czas na łabereczek." It's time for an oberek, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do one that my father recorded back in the 1960s on his Polkas Aplenty recording. It's one called Boom, Sik Sik Dana Łaberek.
Na chwilę, tak długo
music, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for him.
Thank you.
Zen. So the last few decades have told me there's music, good and bad, and polka music is good.
Oh yeah, yes indeed.
And country music is good too.
That's right, yes.
We're gonna play a polka for you with a guitar. I should introduce you while we're not playing. Jacob Zhang, give him a round of applause on the guitar. You'll hear more from him in a bit. Here's one called the Suicide Polka. On the trumpet, let's hear it for Kevin. Thank you all so much. All right, so Jacob, who I've introduced a few times, he's actually originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yeah, how many Pittsburgh folks do we have in the crowd? Do you feel at home, buddy? This is his first few hours at a polka festival. He's never been to a polka festival before. And he moved to Nashville how long ago?
1 year ago.
1 year ago. I actually met him. We both went to Duquesne University in Pittsburgh. Yeah. And we were doing this gig together, and he's literally one of the best guitar players I've ever met. And he's quickly, as you can already hear, I'm sure, making his home in Nashville, and is very busy. But he's going to play a song by one of my favorite people that I've ever played with, Vince Gill. And it's called Liza Jane. So make him feel welcome, make him feel at home. Jacob Zang, everybody.
So you got my number, you got my name. So why don't you call me little Liza Jane? And you got that body, you got that thing. So why don't you call me little Liza Jane? For you, there ain't nothing I won't do. Just one thing I'll never kiss and I'll never be the same. Little lies again. Little lies of Jane. Little lies of, little lies of Jane. Little lies of, little lies of Jane.
What do you think? The first day of the Polka Festival, hopefully not the last. Boy, this is fun. And we'll introduce you to everybody throughout the evening here on stage again. Just honored to share the stage with all of them. I do want to mention on this next tune that we're going to do, we got to get my mom up here. How about it for Dee O'Drovney? IPA Polka Hall of Famer. And the best mom in the whole world, I tell you that right now. I have my little girls here too, Cece and Lucy. My whole world's in this room right now, and it's getting me a little emotional here. But the other person I want to introduce before we finish this set, well, the guy in the back that just raised his hands, my cousin back there, Butchie Yashevich. Give Butchie a round of applause. He played drums behind me for the first 21 years of my life, and when Junior asked me to do this, he was the first person I called to ask to see if he would do it with me, and he told me no. You believe that? I still love him. But the other person I want to make mention is Mr. Randy Kozlowski. Give him a round of applause. We were sitting in Eaton Park about, I don't know how many months ago it was, and I kind of planted the seed of this idea to Randy, and I don't think I did any work since that one that one moment at Eaton Park, and he ran with it and wrote all the charts for all this stuff and arranged it all, and he's one of the first guys to really believe in me when I was growing up. So I love you, Randy, and I appreciate it. And he put this little medley together of some tunes. Put this little medley together of some tunes that really show you how polka music and country music has been intertwined throughout the years. So we have one song from each decade, from the 1940s up until 2000, that shows a country song that's been involved in polka music. So we're going to do that for you right now for the first time ever, with no rehearsal. Wish us luck. Scream really loud, so if we mess up, Peter Rissick can't give us too hard of a time on how many times we mess up during this. He already told me he's keeping a count back there, and I see him. He said 2 so far. Here go the trumpets. 1, 2, 3. Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, originally back in 1940 by Roy Acuff, known as the king of country music. And we all know it from Marion Lush, right? In the twilight, though I see her, blue eyes crying in the rain. Y'all sound really nice. As we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, only memories remain. Through the ages I remember, blue eyes crying in the rain. Very nice. Now we're going to the key of A, and a gentleman named Johnny Cash. How many of you remember Johnny Cash in the 1950s? He did a song my mom's going to sing for you right now called Walk the Line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
keep my close watch on this night of mine.
Video Rodney, let's hear
I
it.
keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the time and mine. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep the ends out for the time and mine. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find you very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when he stays through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
She still got it, doesn't she? You want her to sing a little Patsy Cline for you? In the 1960s, she had a song that was also recorded by so many different artists, Loretta Van Rohager, so many. But this is Patsy's version of Back in Baby's Arms. So 1, 2, 3.
I'm back in baby's arms. Now I need those loving arms. I'm everywhere I belong. Back in baby's arms. Don't know why we quarreled. We never did before. Since we found how with her, I bet we never will anymore. I'm back in baby's arms. How I miss those loving arms. I'm everywhere I belong. Back in baby's arms.
All right, Video Rodney, let's hear it for him. The 1970s, we're getting closer to when Jacob and I were born. How about it? He's a lot younger than me now. This is a song that was originally released by the Bellamy Brothers, Conway, Twitty, and Loretta, all in the same year. You probably know it from the Polka family as well, called Let Your Love Flow. 1, 2, 3. There's a reason for the sunshine shine. There's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when that love light shines all about us. Oh, let that wonder give you empty space and leave under. It's running and breaks your feel thunder. And on your face you can't hold back. Let your love go, like a mountain stream, and let your love go. With the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, that's the reason. Yeah, let your love shine, like a bird on the wing, and let your love shine. All the things and let your love shine. And you know what I mean, that's the reason. How many of you remember Alabama?
Oh yeah.
How many of you were born in the 1980s?
Oh yeah.
Rolling down backwoods, Tennessee byway. One arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other. Sweet, soft southern thrill. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle in a Tennessee Saturday night. Put together, time together with a Dixieland light. Randy,
She's been my darling in the heart of the mountain moonlight. Hold her up like take over the Dixie line. With my heart goes so right, my Dixieland delight.
In the 1990s, how many of y'all were born in the 1990s? How many of y'all were married in the 1990s? Anybody ever seen a Garth Brooks show live? We thought about flying in here like Garth would do today, but no such luck. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Y'all gotta sing this song with us. Come on.
Sing with us. Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. The last one to know was the last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there. I saw the surprise and the fear in your eyes when I took his glass of champagne. I toasted you, said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. 2, 3, 4, I got a brand new place, the whiskey line, and the taste the way. I got a brand new slip on down to the oasis. Oh, I got faith. Lord, grace.
Kevin Adams and Bernie Kozlowski on the trumpet. We want to hear you one more time.
I got a friend in place with a whiskey down and the
All right, and now we have our new millennium, the year 2000. This gentleman, I had a chance to play with him, I think, 3 or 4 different times during my time with Alan Jackson. He's another Georgia boy. How many of you know the Zach Brown Band?
Oh yeah,
You know I like my chicken fried. Cold beer on Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. Whoa. Raised on the green crusade of Georgia town, and that's all you know. Sweet tea, pecan pie, homemade wine, where the peaches grow. In my house, it's not much to talk about, but it's filled with love, it's growing something around. And a little bit chicken fried. Oh, beer on Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, in the radio. Oh, my jeans are right. Feel the love in the woman's eyes, feel the touch of the precious child, and your mother's love. Thank God for my life, for the stars and stripes. Let freedom forever fly. Let it ring, salute the ones who died, the ones that gave their lives, so we don't have to sacrifice all the things we love, like our chicken fries. Roll beer on Friday night, well, Jesus is just right. Your love, sunrise. See the love of a woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, your mother's love. Thank y'all so much. We'll be back in 45 minutes. We really appreciate y'all.